All right, let's get into this. We're doing a deep dive today into some source material we've got here.
Okay.
It's an article specifically from freeCodeCamp.org, and it's talking about a new resource they've put out, something for learning web development.
Right.
So our goal here, our mission, is just to use this article, nothing else, to figure out what is this course, who made it, where do you find it, why is the tech it teaches React, why is that important, and what will you actually get out of taking it?
Okay, so sticking strictly to the article.
Exactly, straight from the source.
Got it. Well, what jumps out immediately from the article is that it's really zeroing in on a very key technology for web development right now. It's not just some broad overview. It seems pretty targeted, yeah, offering a specific skill.
Yeah, and speaking of that skill, React. The article really seems to emphasize React. Based on what they've written, why is it such a big deal?
Well, the article, it flat out calls it one of the most popular front-end JavaScript framework. Yeah, and they say why. It's down to its efficiency, flexibility, and the vast ecosystem it supports. Think about those websites that just feel really quick, really smooth.
Yeah, where things update without that annoying full-page refresh.
Exactly. The article highlights that. React lets you build large web applications that can change data without reloading the page. That's the key to that seamless user experience they mentioned.
Right, okay. Efficiency, flexibility, seamless experience. What else?
It also talks about its component-based architecture.
Component-based. What does that mean in practice, like for someone building something?
It means you're kind of building with blocks, like Legos, maybe.
Okay.
You make these small reusable bits, a button, say, or maybe a search bar or a user profile section, and then you snap them together to build the whole thing.
Ah, I see. So you can reuse pieces easily.
Precisely. And according to the article, that makes big projects scalable and maintainable. Much easier to handle complexity as things grow.
That definitely makes sense, especially for complex sites. Does the article mention who's actually, using React out there?
It does. It says it's a top choice for both startups and established enterprises.
So learning it is pretty relevant for job opportunities then?
That's what the article implies, yeah. Very much so.
Okay, great. So React is clearly important according to this source. Now, the actual course itself, they're announcing something new. Where did you say you find it?
The article is really clear on this. It's on the freecodecamp.org YouTube channel.
YouTube. Got it. And the name of this course?
It's called Master React by Building 25 Projects.
Okay, Building 25 Projects. The name kind of gives away the approach, doesn't it?
It really does. Hands-on.
Before we get into the projects, who actually put this course together? Who's the instructor?
The article credits the course development itself to Sangam Mukherjee.
Sangam Mukherjee, okay.
And the person who wrote the article we're looking at, the one introducing the course, that's Bo Carnes. He's described as a teacher and developer with freecodecamp.org. And importantly, it says he runs the freecodecamp.org YouTube channel.
Ah, okay. So Bo is introducing Sangam's course on the platform Bo manages. Makes sense.
Exactly.
Now, 25 projects. How long does the article say this course actually is? Sounds like it could be massive.
It's definitely substantial. The article puts it at a 10-hour watch.
10 hours for 25 projects. That's actually quite focused.
Seems like it, yeah. Packing a lot in.
And who is this for? Just total newcomers to React? Or?
The article suggests it's pretty broad. It says it's for both beginners to React or an intermediate developer looking to deepen their React knowledge.
Okay, so potentially useful, whether you're just starting with React or already know a bit.
Seems to be the idea, yeah.
Which brings us back to that core idea, building projects. How does the article explain why this method, doing 25 different projects, is a good way to learn React?
Well, that really seems to be the heart of it. The source emphasizes that every single project is designed to challenge and enhance your understanding of React's capabilities.
Right, the classic learn by doing.
But learn by doing a lot and in different ways.
Yeah, across different kinds of tasks.
Exactly. And the list of projects they actually include in their article, it really shows that variety. It's not just, 25 slightly different to-do lists.
Okay, good. Let's look at some examples they give. What kind of variety are we talking about?
Well, you start with, fundamental UI things. The article mentions an accordion, an image slider, tabs.
Okay, basic building blocks you see everywhere. Makes sense.
Yeah, getting those core concepts down. But then it moves into more dynamic stuff. There's a random color generator mention.
Random color generator, what's the point of that one?
The article says it helps you dive into generating dynamic colors and learn about state management.
Ah, state management. That's a huge concept in React, right?
Yeah.
how the app keeps track of changes.
Exactly. Like, if a user clicks a button or types in a box, the app needs to remember and react to that state. Learning that through a visual thing like changing colors seems pretty practical.
Okay, I see. What else?
Then you've got projects that involve APIs.
Connecting to external data.
Right. Things like a GitHub profile finder or a search autocomplete that uses an API. Crucial skills for real-world apps.
Absolutely. You're always fetching data from somewhere.
And it looks like they also cover more advanced React ideas, like custom hooks. They list use fetch and use on click outside as examples.
Custom hooks. That's about making your code reusable and cleaner, right?
Oh.
Following best practices.
Yeah, ways to package up logic so you don't repeat yourself. Good patterns to learn as apps get bigger.
Speaking of bigger apps, does the list include more complex projects?
It does. I'm seeing things like a shopping cart app, an expense tracker app, even a food recipe app mentioned.
Okay, those sound like they tie a lot of the smaller concepts together.
Definitely. They'd force you to think about structure and how components interact on a larger scale. And then there's one that really stands out.
Which one?
A MERN stack blog app.
MERN. Okay, what's MERN stand for here?
MongoDB, Express.js, React, and Node.js.
So that's full stack territory.
Exactly. This project, according to the source, shows you how React, the front-end part, connects to a back-end built with Node and Express and uses a database, MongoDB. It's a glimpse into building the whole application, not just the user interface.
Wow, okay. That's quite a step up from an image slider.
Big time. And there are other unique ones, too, like Tic Tac Toe or implementing feature flags.
So a real mix. It sounds like the idea is exposure to a lot of different problems you might solve with React.
That seems to be the strategy described, yeah. Broad exposure through building.
Now, what does the article say is the payoff for the learner after grinding through all 25 of these?
Right. It wraps that part up by saying, by the end of this journey, you'll have a portfolio brimming with projects that demonstrate your skills and a deep understanding of React's principles and best practices.
A portfolio. That's the key takeaway for job seekers, isn't it?
Absolutely. Having 25 different things you've actually built, covering all these different areas, that's solid proof you can, actually do the work. Shows range.
Definitely more concrete than just saying, React.
Much more.
And the article puts this course in the context of freeCodeCamp overall. Mentions their wider mission.
Just briefly, yeah. It notes their mission is teaching coding for free with an open source curriculum.
And did it mention anything about their track record?
It did include the claim that freeCodeCamp has helped more than 40,000 people get jobs as developers.
Okay, so that provides a bit of background on the organization offering this course.
Right. Add some context to this new resource.
So let's recap based just on this article.
Yeah.
freeCodeCamp has dropped this new free 10-hour React course on YouTube.
Master React by building 25 projects.
Created by Sangam Mukherjee, introduced by Bo Carnes. It's aimed at beginners and intermediate folks.
Right.
And the whole method is learning React by building this really diverse set of 25 projects, everything from basic UI elements, state management, APIs, custom hooks.
All the way up to a MERN stack application.
Yeah. And the promise is you finish with a portfolio packed with proof of your skills and a solid grasp of React. All part of freeCodeCamp's goal of free coding education leading to jobs.
That sums up what the article presents, yeah. A very hands-on, project-heavy approach.
It definitely sounds practical. So, thinking about this whole approach, 25 projects covering such a wide range from like a simple accordion to a full stack blog. Which type of project that they listed do you think is the most valuable for showing potential employers you've got the skills they need, and why that type specifically?